I'm StewSmith. Today I'm going to show you how to get your first pull-up. That means going from 0 pull-ups to 1. Now, one of the things I always tell people when they can't do pull-ups is you got to practice pull-ups. Well, if you can't do pull-ups, you can't practice them. So here's a progression, about 5 or 6 different exercises that you can add to your workout to get to do that first pull-up. Starts off with the dead hang. Now the dead hang isn't one of these numbers where you're completely relaxing your shoulders. See how my ears are touching my shoulders? Not good for your rotator cuff. So what you want to do is try to flex, get your chest up and flex. And how long can you hold it here? My shoulder blades are almost touching each other. Flex back there. They're not dead hang, relaxed shoulder hangs there. So dead hangs. So the goal is you want to try to get your first pull-up, and let's say you just can't do it, all right? And then just sit here, try to hold it out. Can you do it for a minute? Can you go a little longer? And that's going to work those muscles where the pull-up starts, okay? So the next exercise is the negative. Now the negative is you have to get yourself up to the top and just bring yourself back down maybe 5 Mississippis. So it's going to look like this. So either with a spotter or you're jumping up there, get yourself over the bar like you're doing a flexed arm hang and just come down. 1 Mississippi, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and slow. You want to control it. Once you can't control that descent, you're done doing negatives. Now here's another fun one that you can add. Makes it a little harder on the core. You want to get a little more advanced on this one? Do a negative with the L sit. So you're just flexing your core as you come down. Then, if those are getting easy for you and able to do 5 or 6 negatives, try the weighted negative. It looks like this. Get yourself a weight, make yourself a belt, step into it. Now you can also use a weight vest if you want. Just a 25-pound. Do what you can, maybe 10 pounds, 5 pounds if you're just getting started. But this is just a weighted version of the negative, so it's going to pull me down a little harder, which if you can't control your descent, don't even try it. Ready? Get yourself up. Come down, nice and slow. Try to make it 5 Mississippis. Come down. All right, so the next progression, and these are going to get harder and harder, is the jumping pull-up. And the way the jumping pull-up works is you might have to jump to the pull-up bar. You'll get you a pull-up bar that you don't have to jump too high. So you're going to jump and try to get the last half of that pull-up on your own. You have to put a step under you. Get a good jump, 1, 2, 3, jump, and just see if you can jump over to the pull-up bar, let yourself down nice and slow. So that's kind of the easy version of the pull-up. We're making it a little bit easier every time you go. So next exercise is a negative, but it's a pausing negative. It looks like this. So you're going to do yourself up and just hold yourself. How long can you hold yourself in the halfway down position? And then you slowly let yourself go all the way down. So that's the pausing negative. Another one that once you start progressing through this, and you still can't do 1 pull-up, is the partial range of motion pull-up. And that looks like this. You're going to get yourself up, just like you did before. Come halfway down, see if you can bring yourself up. Right? All the way down, so you can bring yourself halfway up. So partial range of motion, that's getting hard. Once you're able to do that, you're just a day or 2 away from being able to do a pull-up. Now the final one is the assisted pull-up. And this is where you might have a partner. If you don't have a partner, you can use a piece of gym equipment. And what I use here is a bench. Get yourself up. You've got to bring yourself down. Get yourself up and come down nice and slow. So as you can see, all of these have in common of controlling your descent as much as possible. The last one, if you have a buddy to help you, I'm going to say find a guy here, maybe he can do a pull-up, maybe he can't. So hop up on the pull-up, act like you can't do a pull-up, looks like you can do a pull-up. Alright, so he fails, I'm going to spot him here, help him over just a little bit, and then he comes down nice and slow. There you go, that's it, good job. So, that is the pull-up progression. If you want to go from 0 pull-ups to your first one, which I will tell you, that's the hardest rep in this entire journey onto a maximum of 20 pull-ups. So, this is StewSmith talking about pull-ups. I'm out here.